If you're a heat and air technician or even a salesperson, what are some red flags about a new company that you could be working for when it comes to differentiation, and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Silverman, coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and business and a fantastic day to talk about you, coming to you live from the Delta. All right, so here's the thing. You go to work for a new company. They've got good processes, good procedures. They've got good fulfillment. They've got good delivery. Something that you definitely want to take a look at is what differentiates them and makes them a good company. What makes them valid in your mind? Because if you don't have this, it may be tough to sell. It may be tough for you to make promises. And the reason I put this as a number 3 is, you know, from working with a company, the fulfillment and things that happen from number 1 video being how complex things are, number 2 video from the fulfillment itself. And so if you're sitting there and you're like, hey, the company that I'm working for doesn't really have anything special. It's a bottom level company. There's no warranties. There's no guarantees. There's nothing that really makes it different. Be aware that whoever you're selling to, it may have a tough time buying that value proposition. Like some of the best companies in almost every industry have warranties and have reasons why they're really good at what they do. They might have a service level agreement, SLA. That's a technical term. That comes from the tech industry. Right? A service level agreement says, hey, look, here's the thing. In a 24-hour period, if your internet goes down, we will be out to fix it, which that's kind of a weak SLA, just so you know. So a superior company may come in and go, hey, our SLA is 3 hours. Like, well, you're 20% more, but my downtime, if I have downtime, I'm losing money because my call center's not working or my internet's not working. So there are ways to validate your warranties, your guarantees, your service level agreements, and the things that you're going to do inside of your company or organization. If you go to work for somebody who doesn't have that, the reason why this becomes 2 red flags is, 1, you know, if you're selling, you got to be able to show a difference. And 2, there's no real promise made to the buyer, to the client, except for fulfillment, that they're going to get something, and it may not be superior. And this right here is why you should join my email publication. I'll give you the goods. Not in the Facebook group, not in the YouTube channel, which means private coaching, private training, discounted coaching, or discounted training, okay? So here's what you need to know. You want to be able to have something special about the company. You want to be able to prove, like, hey, if something goes wrong, here's how we fix it, right? That in a sales process, like, let's just put everything in. We got a really good product. If something goes wrong, here's how we fix it. If I only had those 2 things in a sales process, I would probably do okay. Here's what we do good. If it goes wrong, here's how we fix it. Well, if you don't have anything on this side, you're like, here's what we do. You are going to get beat up on price. You are going to have all sorts of problems with Mr. and Mrs. Cheapskate because they're like, there's nothing superior about what you have to offer. There's nothing amazing about what you do. There's nothing cool about this process. It's just, you're a commodity. The way that you make yourself a not a commodity is outcome. And if outcome doesn't work, here's what you get. Here's what my promise is to you. Product and service fulfillment, here's what you get if it doesn't work. Product and service, here's what you get if it doesn't work. Right? You look at any good presentation, when it comes down to it, if you summed it all up, that's what you would get. Product service, here's what you get if it doesn't work. In case. It's like insurance. In case crap happens, as Chris Rock says. Okay? So be aware. If you're like, hey, I went from a company that had all sorts of warranties and guarantees, all sorts of service pledges, all sorts of service level agreements, to one that has nothing, your brain may pull back in the sales process and go, I don't necessarily want to sell this. It's a price. It's a price shopper. I don't have anything that differentiates me. I don't have anything that sounds cool. I don't have anything that sounds awesome. I'm going to biggity bounce. I think I'll just go find something else to do. Or you just pull back completely and go through a whole bunch of sales sabotage and not close any deals, right? There's got to be something special about what you do and what you sell. My belief. I don't think that that's written somewhere in a sales book. Maybe not in the way that I just said it. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button. Click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.